trying to be...
That is the TMT mantra for you.
I'm trying to be tactically sharp as the coaches would. Selou Jallow, around the edge of the box, goes to Modou Sadio, that's a beautiful goal. Selou Jallow the creator, Modou Sadio the finisher, 1-0 Medina lead. TMT have been cutting up all evening. Jaju back to Selou Jallow, wonderful combination there. Connects Landon Jata. Wasn't there a chance to attack? Mustafa Jaju would have a chance. Goes for goal. That was a belter there by Mustafa Jaju. The ball was put in the plate for him and comes with outer drive. 2-0 Medina lead. I commented in fact against Black Lions. Bobayal Jaju was the target man, receiving a pass from Mustafa Jaju, trying to jink past his marker. Laying a first ball. Sanya was there and that's his first goal of the season. In an interview a few weeks ago, he said the goals will come. Sambu there. And number 20, Hassan Baji Jr. Baji. The fullback lining one in hand the job that miscues that. And Tibrano are back on level terms. And that is instant impact. That was a Busanya, two of the experienced signings. Sanya will take. That was a good one. That was a wonderful goal. Oh, that was superb. And Medina are back leading once more. After going a goal ahead, Team Rhino find an equalizer. Boy, what a free kick by Busanya. Supported by Abdullah Conte and Lamasi. The wing back. And that will be it. What a game. Frustration from Umar Temba can be clearly seen. The game was absolutely class. Some have had their first point of the season. We'll try looking for Bojang. Bojang managed to win it. Henry Job was trying. Sally Bojang. That was a superb goal. Their captain, their leader, finding the back of the net with auto points to become a United. Trading it well to Omar Juve. Delivers to the far post. Masunbai was there. Getting it back. That was a superb finish. The goal was looking. And it has come now by Omar Bojang. Throwing a super pass by Masunbai. And BST Galaxy lead by a goal to nil.
And he's a very, very integral, important part of the team now.
Indeed, Bubasanya looking for Adama Kante, who can never have a better chance and better superbly. That's his first goal for Medina United. Buba Ejede can do no wrong. Boy, was his role superb. Having a responsibility to get Falcons back to level terms. I guess in that mind who is very good in saving penalties, Umar Keita. Musa Sisse with a huge job for Falcons. Was searching for their first victory of this season. Sisse having Hanson West. Sisse, here he comes. Delivers onto the and boy upper left, who started when the Gambia hosted Gabon. Umar Keita, who's a penalty saver, facing against a very good penalty kicker too. Sisse, the whistle from Salah is gone. Falcon supporters cheering in the background. Can Sisse converts? Yes, he can. Coolly, icely, right down the middle. And the Blue Army have that very important lead. Busanya was going for a touch there. Still not fully cleared. Sidiki. Sanjiba looking to deliver first time. Agibu with a header. Super goal. Wonderfully header. Super finish. Real de Banjula enjoying themselves.
Absolutely. This is where experience counts. Medina were on top of the game.
Aramakata the far post. Selou Jallow the attack in midfield. And Ninja for company. He was the target by far. Delivers first time to the far post. Aramakata was there. What a header against his summer team. There cannot be a better suit counter attack than that. Boy, what a run. What a delivery. And superb header by Aramakata, who failed to celebrate in apology of his team. 1-0. Mustafa Jaju play on. Central referee wanted to whistle for a foul, but it was not in any way. Abdul Jaju looking for Umar Bojang, who scores superbly for Medina United. It was coming. The second goal. What an introduction by Abdul Jaju.
Yeah, with pace, Medina would have scored more goals with Abdul Jaju on the pitch in the first half.
Can Medina United, who's searching for their 2 wins in 2, find the back of the net via Selou Jallow. Medina's little magician, son from Eastern Academy, under the management of one of Gambia's biggest footballing legends. Whistle from the central referee is gone. Up Selu Jallow against Lamin Bay. Coolly, honestly, onto the bottom left corner of the keeper. And Medina. Abdullah Bayo trying to arrange his goal mouth. Here comes the free kick. Morena delivered. That was a good one. What a glancing header. Superbly done. And Steve Biko back on level terms. And tries to go long first time. And that's a goal again. The Sergio for Steve Biko, Maurice Sergio with a wonderful goal. And Steve Biko lead by 2-1. Looking to deliver one into the penalty area. Ibusanya also version. Mustafa Jaju, the orthodox defensive midfielder. Left in one first time. Ibusanya was there, trying to control and scores. Not the most beautiful goals, but it will do. Medina back on level terms. Game on 2-2. Mustafa Jaju helping on the defensive cover. Still not fully cleared. That was a good shot and that was a good goal. The goal was coming, it has arrived now. Courtesy of Bakari Job. And even between the stretch arm. Ibrahim Abari. Fancy Diba was making a run. Malik Bo was there. That was not the best of touches. And Fancy Diba only had to do one touch. And Hart scored first. Fancy Diba scored first. 1-0 delayed. Bari. First time to Abdullah Conte. The job. The target was Issa John. Fancy Diba running into the penalty area to route this up for Hearts, and that is his second goal. It's now definitely wrapped up by Karamba Bojang, who came in the second half and wrapping things up for Hearts. Fancy Diba with the assist, a goal and assist, and that is signed, sealed, and delivered now. And it will be an hard swinger. Malingbo was there defending. Sleman Koli also was there attacking. That's a good chance for Bombada, and it is a goal. Courtesy of Abdullah Kamara. Centre back competing for goals in the attacking third, and that's his 5th of the season.
Absolutely, he is in.
Taking the key to Jara. Selu Jallow, who delivers in the post. That was a good one. And Henry Aramajata was looking at the far post and equalized. What is his 4th goal of the season for Medina United? Sublime delivery by Selu Jallow, and a neat finish at the far post by Adama Jata, and Amadou Medina back on level terms.
Paul Colley to Selu. Selu plays it forward to Paul. Paul plays the pass, gets the return pass, and slams that one into the back of the net. Paul, in his 4th start, scores Medina's 4th goal in the 25th minute. Selu again. Selu infield to Mustafa Jaju, the team captain for Medina. Forward to Landing Jata. Is fondly called Kapila. Landing with a pass into Paul Colley again. It's in! Landing Jata picks out Paul Colley, who slams the shot from the 4th goal in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, and a brace for the Medina United forward. Come forward to Ibrahim Asama. Ibrahim Asama coming forward for the Lions. Still Ibrahim Asama into Jallow. Jallow to Mamadou Jallow. Mamadou Jallow! Lifeline for the Gambian Lions as the Ibrahim Jallow picks out Mamadou Jallow in the area, and Jallow slams home into the corner.
Any of the players that they are targeting, unlike before, that each time players will.
That's a good chance. Paul Colley scores. That is 3 in 2 games. What a chance for Paul Colley, and what a way to find the back of the net. A defensive howler once more, and Paul was there to make it count when it came. The job gets into Sinijata. So Adama Jata. Somebody but try heading it back. Fofana Yusufa Charge takes it first time and scores sublimely. Another defensive mishap, and Medina are making the best use of those howlers. 2-0 from the 2 centre forwards for this evening. That allows everyone on that occasion, and that's the opener for Hawks, Ismaila Jallow. What is one of his 4 touches? Finding the back of the net after the cross, and it's everyone. And Falling money, delivers first time, where Paul Colley was, and Paul Colley pounds. What a delivery there by Aliou Mane, the former boy of Hawks, assisting against his old team. Well, Paul Colley, well, started defensive partner, Mustafa Jaju. Threading in one for Paul Colley, dragging passes marker, Paul Colley, a good chance, and Paul Colley scores yet again. Paul Colley can do no wrong. Spreading it to Lamin. Whatever. Buba Algeric trying to close down that gap. Lamin Colley, Ibrahima Fofana delivers first time. That was a good one. And a superb finish by Ali Hussein. 2 goals in 2 for TMT. And the academy base of Abuka also back on level terms. We are back to where we started, 1-1. As we have already almost played the 4 minutes of added time. Just some seconds shy of the hour mark. Ibu Sanyang delivers at the near post. Waiting at the far post was Jobo Kande, who was introduced some minutes after the break. And Jobo making it count at the far post. What a goal at the very end.
I think that is a punishment for us to know how it feels to go a few hours without.
That's a goal! Who else but Paul Colley? Who else but Paul? The delivery from Adam Ajata was incisive. The finish from Paul Colley was absolutely deft. 6 goals in 5 games, and Medina United lead. Paul Colley was onside this time. Paul dribble passes Maka with utter poise. Paul is good on the ball, dribble passes Maka again, and Paul Colley scores again. Oh, this is his best. This is his absolute best. Pure work rate, pure ability. What a finish.
Yeah, like I said, you can never stop him from scoring. He's a predator. And predators are very, very patient. They are patient. They pick their moment. They know when to score. They know when to strike. So, like I said, the defender should not engage in mental or, Yeah,
Jaju. So all Birkama at the minute. All Birkama. They're playing the ball from the left to right, finding spaces. Samba Jata goes for goal. And that was a super strike. Whether it had a deflection or not remains the big question. But Samba is known for bangers. And this is one of his collection. With minute on the clock, 25. Samba sends in a rocket. And Birkama. Adamajada picks up the pieces. Buba El Jaite. Waiting for options. Good delivery. Paul Colley was waiting. Goes to Landon Jata, who's ought to go for goal. And sends in a Walty. What a hit by Landon Jata. And Medina back on level terms. Become hopeful. Seni Bojang and Jata serving as a decoy. Whistle from the center of the referee. Abdullah is already gone. Suleiman Jai takes it. That was a wonderful goal. Superb hit. Umar Keita had a touch to it, but it wasn't enough to stop in that. And Birkama lead. Job Buba El Jaite. Adamo was in an offside position. Buba El Jaite was not. That was wonderfully done. Buba first defense with the netminder, and Buba El Jaite scores. That was a superb run. Brilliant from Adam Akante, knowing he was in an offside position. Sang was talking about Buba El Jaite will one day be involved in the goal. He is for the first time. Last week Landon Jata was, and Buba El Jaite is here. 1-0 Medina lead. Landon Jata. Jata. Paul Colley wait for options. Ibu Sanyang going for goal. That was a good one. A super strike by Ibu Sanyang for his 4th of the season for Medina United.
Yeah, I think BST will have to climb a mountain right now if they want to win this game. I think BST has a lot of young players. They are facing up against experience of Medina United in the likes of Ibu Sanyang, Adama Kante. So definitely it's a mix for Medina.
Adama Kante pressing.
And
Falunjai, Sirif Ba, Rosidan Tajoton, Mustafa Jaju. Adama Kante going for goal! What a strike! That is a goal out of this world. A goal from paradise from Adam Kante. What a hit, son. What a hit.
Yeah. Like we
Java. And Sumana Gomez delivers. That was a good one. Jobo Kanji not taking chances. Malam Baji has the goal to beat and did superbly. BST Galaxy have a good interest. Umar Keita apologizes and they have pulled one back. The specialist for Medina. What's important is not the goal scoring competition but the team first. And central referee Bas beat it around the field. That the hand from Sekou, the centre back, was in an unnatural position. It helped adjust his body. Ibu Sanyang scores. Farm hard to the right. And Medina have the first goal. Netminder Jamme gets right, but the spot was Buffet. Kamara gets it to Omar Job to Asan Jiba, who was looking at the far post. Abdul Jalil trying to close him down. That was the goal. That was the opener for Real. Ajibo clear through, throwing a supply pass by Asan Jiba. And Real de Banjo have the first important goal. Dike Jawara. Mustafa Jaju won that ball back. And Jaju equalizes for Medina. Sloppy defending, sloppy mistake. And Jaju with the goal. Medina back on level terms. Mustafa Costa Adama Kante. Waiting in the area is Mustafa Jaju and Yusufa Chati. Adama Kante delivers. Chati was there to pounce. And Chati did. Medina lead from behind. Good delivery by Adama Kante. And Chati with the important finish. 2-1. As GPA drawing with a goal, taking them on top of the pile for a minute. Central referee's whistle Tamba is already gone. Salifu Koli scores calmly. Unfortunately, of the first goal. It was never in doubt. Absolutely never. And it is for all Medina to do now. As they did come from behind against Real. Here they are too coming from behind against the Petro. Vajaju to Ibu Sanyang. He's looking to go for goal first time. That was a good shot and a good goal. Ibu Sanyang from outside the penalty area. And Medina are back on level terms. 1-1 with 45 minutes on the clock now. Out of respect. Hands up in the air. Well, Jeta wants it back and gets it back. As Paul Colley was making an attacking run, Ibu Sanyang at the edge of the box. What a hit! That is the goal of a lifetime by Ibu Sanyang. Oh my days! This is Ibu's day! What a hit! What a cracking ball! And Medina lead. Central referee is Lamin N. Jame, one of the best we have in the land. And he'll be taking us through this frantic game. And they're saying Shikana in front. And that's a full-time whistle. Let's see how this point is from either side. But with Medina and Hearts, both go down. Not a bad one. After some grueling games of football with some opportunities squandered, there was to be a share of this points. Full-time. Medina United 0. Hearts 0. 4 minutes for either side here to find that important goal. Jaju negotiating his way into the area. Looks for Adama Kante for a golden opportunity. And Adama Kante rolls it in the back of the net at the very end. In the 90th minute plus, Medina have that important opener. Adama Kante's goal was the story. 1-0 to Medina United. 1-0 in the 90th minute. Sloppy defending. Mustafa Jaju with the pass. And Adama Kante with the important goal.
Wow, what a goal. That was a definitely composure from Adama Kante. And of course, this may be the goal that decided the league, Esa. It's a league deciding goal. Adama was so composed on that. Adama did it well. And of course, he get it right for Medina. And Medina cannot definitely miss this. They have to defend this so they are alive. Indeed, Adama must be happy. This is what it takes.
Want a bit more of tempo in the play. Jallo, that's a poor pass to Paul Coley, who is still making his way into the area. Adama Kante was not taking chances, and Adama Kante pounds, and Medina have that first important goal.
Well, that was a very, very serious error from the midfield. I told you earlier on that every pass, every kick, every tackle is very important, and players need to stay focused. The more you stay focused, the most important thing for your team. There was a lack of focus year in, year out, and this year it has been absolutely another entertaining season.
It really is. Conte works it out. Kuchabi clears. Henry Joe will let it bounce. That was not smart. And the Gambia to down back on level terms. Shero Jallo defending Howler. Miscommunication at the back. And out of the blue, the Lions are level.
Well done.
Ibu goal.
Sanyang makes his way into the area to Paul Coley. And from Paul Coley for his 8th of the season. He has been missing in the scoring chance. Here he is for one of the most important he could score this season.
Well, he's a fine striker. He knows where the goal post is. He's very comfortable, very composed, and managed to pick out the bottom corner there to give Medina another advantage in this game.
Chati, tracing a pass. Adama Kante has options for to goal here. Can he find the back of the net? He does! Adama Kante scores in the final few minutes. With Fortune having a penalty, that may not count here. 1-0 to Medina. Iconic goal, historic goal. His 8th goal of the season. 9 overall. He has been scoring goals of all. He has been banging them. And Medina scores. 1-0.
Absolutely stunning. Phenomenal for Adama Kante. I think if there is any player that could have done this, it would have been Adama Kante. His experience playing abroad, his experience playing for the Gambia under-20, the Chan team, and he has been carrying Medina United for the past 3 games. And this is exactly what he deserves. And Medina will be champions in a few minutes.
On the right, Isale under the full-time whistle. Medina are the champions of the Gambia Football Federation 2025-2026 season. They did it in the hardest way possible. Coming here for the first time, playing against iconic giants, playing against Big Gun. And Adama Kante at the very death. Adama Kante at the very death for his early goal, level with Paul Coley. Fortune did score in the other time, or very close to the end of the penalty spot, but that was not to be. And Kante's goal was in the end the deciding factor. Saved from Fortune with Ibu Sanyang. They are doing the damage, they have done the damage, they have scored important goals. And the $1 million check will go in Medina's way, Ibrahima.